Hello, I'm back with some more Dying Light 2 content. The topic of this video is Dying Light 2 is way less scarier than Dying Light 1, which is that's cool because a lot of reason why people play these games isn't like obviously the parkour is fun and the combat's fun, but a lot of people like playing these games because they're supposedly scary. It's kind of like a horror game. Well, Dying Light 1 definitely was. Dying Light 1 was definitely like a horror game. It was terrifying at times, especially in chases and stuff. Dying Light 2, amazing game, a lot of fun. I like a lot of the gameplay mechanics way better than I do for Dying Light 1. It was a very simple Dying Light 1, but this one it's complicated, but there's a lot more cool stuff you can do. But that still leaves the topic of it's not scary at all, which is something people want it to be. Some people want it to be scary. So there's a couple settings you can do to fix that. One of the biggest ones that I recommend is removing health bars. Very easy thing to do. You remove health bars and, well, I'm sorry to kill him, I think he's innocent, but you remove health bars and, Jesus Christ. And it feels more like Dying Light 1 already, but it's still not scary. There's just no more health bars. Which obviously makes it better. Jesus, that was a quick dodge. Come back. Yeah, I guess they're innocent. I probably shouldn't attack them. But yeah. See how bright and vibrant it is. The game looks amazing. But it's not scary. So I'm going to be showing the comparisons between what it looks like with with everything on versus like with my settings, because I know a couple settings that'll actually switch it from being bright and colorful like this to making it more scary and dark. So I will be showing the difference between them and why I recommend playing on the certain settings I'm going to show you to make the game a lot scarier. So go to your options menu, head over to video. Once you're in video, it's right at the top. It's really easy to see. Right here on color grading. Switch that from normal to gritty and dark. If you're on PS5 or next gen or PC, I recommend putting on a balance so the game still looks good, but it still performs well. Put your gamma to like not too high, but maybe one a little higher so you can see better, because gritty and dark will change the game a lot. I put film grain effect on. You can have it off or on. It doesn't really matter. Motion blur, I put it down a little bit. Field of view, keep it at how it is. Don't change that. Here, turn off all health bars and awaken bars. And everything else you can leave. It doesn't really make too big of a deal. But that is the settings. And then, now look at the difference already. Now you might be like, okay, well, it just looks a lot less saturated, a lot less colorful, but it shows the most at nighttime. But daytime, it just makes everything feel a lot more eerie. It's not as bright and happy. It has more of a scary feeling to it, which is kind of what you're looking for. Already very different. Very, very different between them. Now, it shows the most at nighttime. Nighttime is probably where the most problem will be. So, let's head to somewhere where I can sleep so I can show you. But, like, here's already just a difference between waking up in dark and gritty versus normal. This is nighttime with dark and gritty on. It is very different. I don't know if you can notice the difference, but just to show you why I find this so much scarier and why this is more of a Dying Light 1 feeling. This is the game on normal. This is the graphic settings the game is in at all times. This is the nighttime setting when you get the game. I don't know if anyone can see this and agree with me, but this isn't scary at all in any way. You can still see everything perfectly fine. You don't even need your flashlight on. You can go around like nothing. Like, nighttime is so bright, colorful, and like it's still scary because you don't want to get murdered by all those things down there. Also, remember, health bars off, very important. It helps just give it that better feeling from Dying Light 1. but it's a noticeable difference. There's Dark and Gritty. So much scarier. So now let me show you the difference between a nighttime chase in Dark and Gritty versus a nighttime chase in the normal settings to show you how much scarier they are. Here's a chase. Oh god, I'm already getting smacked. See, with the settings I have on, you don't know where things are when they come for you. You can't see anything in front of you. And you might be like, okay, well this is just torture. Why would I do this? Because it actually gives you that scary feeling that Dying Light 1 gave you whenever you were in a chase. If you played Dying Light 1, you probably remember not wanting to be out at night at all. You just always wanted to be in. You always wanted to be in at nighttime, or you wanted to sleep so you could take it straight to sleep. So you could take it. Oh my god! Take it straight to daytime. But difference here is Dying Light 2 normal graphic settings. You didn't care. You could play at nighttime and feel. Oh my god! He just jumped at me. You could play at normal. You play at nighttime and feel fine and not have the need to actually want to go and sleep. Whereas playing with these settings on, you actually get scared to travel around at night, so you want to go sleep so you can get back to daytime because you feel unsafe doing anything at night. Which I think makes it a lot more fun, that horror. It gives a better horror aspect. Not only does it make that a thing, it also makes zombies a lot more terrifying. There's the volatiles. Right there. Whoa. How long can I last? Oh, I think this is it. It's all bright, I can see everything, I know where I'm going. No panicking, I'm just kind of going. Basically the only... ouch. The only panicking I'm actually having is when my game likes to not hit a button, like right there actually. Let's see if I can show volatile in this one. There he is. Way less scary, I can see everything. And Dark and Gritty feels like a whole new game, and it's actually terrifying when they're chasing you. Where'd he go? Oh my god. Yep. But as you can see, it doesn't matter. This works. It's a lot scarier in either part of the map. Doesn't matter where you're playing. But that is enough of me talking about the same things over and over. Oh, that didn't work. So there you go. That is the scary settings for Dying Light 2, how to make your game feel more like Dying Light 1, and how to actually consider this a horror game with this very noticeable graphic setting. And you're also probably going to notice more detail in some of the textures with gritty and dark, because that is kind of the original graphic settings that the game would typically, that Dying Light 1 went for, so you'll notice a little bit more detail as well, because there's less focus on the color. Now, the color looks great. You still play the game like this, it looks great, but it's not as scary.